And this is Moses. You know who Moses is? All right. So Moses is speaking to his people, right? The Israelites. So you're going to go into Egypt again. All right. Let's break down the word Egypt. Egypt has a special meaning, right? For us to understand this verse, we have to break it down according to the scriptures. You got it. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5 and verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. See that? From the house of bondage. This is important. Bear with us. We're still in the same verse. This is Deuteronomy 20 and 68. We're about to bring it all home. Bear with us. Check this out, sister.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? You're going to go into Egypt again. Remember the Exodus. You already left Egypt. But he said you're going to Egypt again. Go ahead. With ships. Are you going to go into slavery or house of bondage again? Because that's what Egypt means. But the way you're going to get there is with ships. So how did our ancestors make it to America? I'm asking for a reason, because this is a prophecy. And we have to find out who this prophecy fits. This prophecy is a sign, if you will, right? To let us know who are the Israelites. So let me ask you this. Did the Asian man come here on slave ships? On slave ships? What year?
It was before my time.
Well, that never happened. The Asian man never came here on slave ships. Did the white man come here on slave ships and shackles and chains? Nope.
No.
So who did? Who came to America on shackles and chains?
People of Africa!
African Americans?
So-called African Americans. Right? Bring this out, King. Deuteronomy 20 and 68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, into slavery again.
With ships.
With ships. We're the only people in America, or really all throughout the world, that came here to America on slave ships. Cargo slave ships. Right?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, and these people, they're not going to see their homeland again. Have you seen your homeland?
Yes, we're going back. We're going back next month.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there in this foreign land, right, you're going to be sold unto your enemies. So which people sold us as soon as we got off the boats? Did the white man go into slavery in America? Did he go into slavery? Was he in the cotton field? What about the Asian man? Arabic man? What about the so-called black man?
Yes.
That was us, right? What we're reading right now, does that sound like us? Doesn't it sound like it fits us? Let's continue.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right. You're going to be sold unto your enemies. And again, which people sold us during slavery? Which race of people?
White.
See, that's the white man.
Oh, white.
The white people, they sold us into slavery, right? Go to 1 Chronicles 28 and 17. All right, so what we just read, who does it fit? Does it fit them or us? It fits us, right? So who is Moses speaking to?
We're supposed to speak to the ancient, the Africans.
He was speaking to the Israelites.
Oh, Israelites.
That's right. Moses is an Israelite speaking to his people, right? Because who was under the hand of Pharaoh during that time?
Jews.
Yeah, you said it, the Jews, right? The Israelites, right? What we're reading, that's Moses speaking to the Jews. And this happened to your ancestors, right? This prophecy. So if your ancestors are Jews, what would you be?
I would be here in America.
You would be a Jew.
Jew?
That's right. If your ancestors are Jews, then you would be a Jew, right? If their ancestors are Caucasian white men, then they're Caucasian white man or woman, right? So let's bring this out.
I don't know what you guys' message is, but...
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Bring this out. Hold on.
Give me a summation. Give me a summation. My wife has to leave. Wish you guys the best.
1 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 17.
First Chronicles. Oh, my bad.
Bring out 1 Chronicles 28 and 17.
In the book of 1 Chronicles. Well, my back, King, my back. In the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 28, verse 17.
Also pure gold for the flesh hooks, and the bowls, and the cups, and for the golden baskets.
Go to 2 Chronicles 28 and 17. That's what I want. Right? And while he's getting that, go to Deuteronomy 20 and 68 again. So who is this talking to? What we're reading to?
Thank you guys for giving me messages. I gotta go home. It's getting late. I'm supposed to be home by now.
All right, sister. You an Israelite, sister.
Have a nice day.
All right. All right, sister. Gotta pray for our people. You can bring out, what is it? That's Iraq. Yeah. 11 and 12. You can drop that one.
That's all right. The book of Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 12, and it reads, Again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability, and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looketh upon him for good.
Right, and that's Israel, right? We're kind of jammed up in this thing. Yo, brother, come here real quick. Come here.
I gotta go to work.
What's your race?
Israelite.
Brother not going to work in a tank top.
Brother.
No white tee, man. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? Hey, real quick, you believe in the Bible? Hold on. Can you be a country in the continent? You say African American, that's the country in the continent. So no, brother, come here, brother. Brother, you got to realize who you are. You got to get out, brother.
Get out,
brother, lost in the sauce, man. Damn.
He needs to go watch that.
Bring out Deuteronomy 20 and 28. Man. Our people are smitten with madness. And the affliction that we've endured in America has really troubled not only our mind, but our spirit as well, and our body. What'd you say, servant?
Said they could have made softer concrete.
And you
Cool.
want to soil before y'all came.
His people.
Oh.
Y'all instruct us to make it hard.
All
So
right.
you gotta
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 28, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Right. And the Most High uses Esau as an instrument, as that sword, right, to smite us with madness and blindness. They raise us up telling us that we're white. Join hand in hand with each other. Put your money in my economy. Hey, what's your nationality? What's your race? What's your race?
Come here, sister.
Come here real quick.
Come on, sister.
At least take a picture. No, hold on. We got something for you. We got a flyer. Take the flyer. Come here real quick. We got here for y'all. All right, y'all believe in the Bible? Yeah. You believe in the Bible? Y'all believe in God? Okay. What's your nationality?
Bahamian.
Is that from the islands as well? Where'd you say?
Bahamian.
Bahamian? Okay, cool. All praise the Most High. That's on the islands, right?
Yeah.
So bring out Deuteronomy 20 and 68. Hey, this for y'all, right? We can do anything else with our day, anything. Drugs, cigarettes, crack. Hold on, we are for y'all. Pay attention real quick. Y'all been to church? What y'all learn in church? A lot of things. They didn't tell you your nationality. They didn't tell you how to love God. How you love God? Okay, all right. Hey, that's true. All right, and that was the first correct answer out of 100. Bring it out, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, are y'all familiar with Moses? Right, you know he led his people out of Egypt, right? But this is him telling his people you're going to go into Egypt again, right? However, when you continue to read the book, they didn't go back in Egypt again. Is Moses lying? No, he's a prophet, right? And what do prophets do? They prophesy, right? So let's read one of his prophecies. Let's bring out Deuteronomy 28 and 68. You got it, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord...
Hold on, wait a minute. Just one verse for God. Just one verse for God. Don't let nobody take this away from you. Just one verse from the Lord. Bring it out, King.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again,
right, into Egypt again, right? You know what our people was doing in Egypt? Or what the Israelites were doing in Egypt? Let's show you. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. We're going to show you what our people, the Israelites, was doing in Egypt, right?
In the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of what?
Out of the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the where?
Out of the house of bondage.
So y'all heard that? Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So that's what Egypt means. It means bondage, a place of captivity. But what's another word for captivity and bondage? Slavery. That's right. So let's bring it back to this verse.
And the Lord, this Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into Egypt again, which we just confirmed means what? Slavery, right? Go ahead.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Which people went into slavery on ships? So-called black people, right? Let's continue reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Have y'all seen your homeland? No. Remember, this is a prophecy. This has to fit somebody on earth today. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there, right, you will be sold unto your enemies. Which people sold, hold on real quick, which people sold our people into slavery? The white people, right? Go ahead.
So like it. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And no man's going to redeem you at that captivity. So which people can read that verse and say, that sounds like me? Can a white man do it? Arabic? Asian? East Indian? What about us? So this prophecy is speaking about us, right? So who is Moses speaking to? Which nationality? What's their nationality? What's their race? You said what? Black? Now that's the color of our boots, or my boots, right? There's no nation, no map, no currency that's black, right? So if we're not really black, but different shades of brown, then who can we really say we are? Let's find out who he's speaking to in Deuteronomy 29:1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Children of who?
With the children of Israel.
Black people.
The children of Israel.
You heard that? So who is he speaking to? Children of Israel, right? So if your ancestors went through it, right, and you come from your ancestors, they're Israelites, so who would you be? Yeah, kind of make you think like, damn, what's your nationality then? Who would you be then? You would be an Israelite, right? Now we found that out from reading the Bible. They're not going to tell you this in church, in school, in college, in damn trade school. They won't tell you none of this stuff.
At all.
Nobody's paying us.
At all.
Hey, but guess what? We out here doing the work through the Spirit, right? That's Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So if y'all are Israelites, right, what's next? What was their culture? How did they love God? How did they treat their people? Can you judge according to the Bible? No. You say no, what about you? Can you judge according to the Bible? Go to Deuteronomy 25:1. Can you judge according to the Bible? No? Alright. Deuteronomy 25:1. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 25 verse 1. Whoever got it
Deuteronomy
first.
chapter 25 and verse 1. And it reads, if there be a controversy.
Hold on real quick. Have y'all ever got into it? Y'all like ever get in scuffles with your sisters or family? Right, alright, go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 25 verse 1. If there be a controversy between men and they come unto the judgment, that the judges may judge them.
That the what?
That the judges may judge them.
See that? In the Bible, in the law, you have judges. And they judged matters. Right? Go ahead.
Then they shall justify the righteous and condemn the wicked.
They justify the righteous and condemn the wicked. Isn't that what a modern day judge does? Right? He justifies the righteous and he condemns the wicked. So according to the Bible, we can judge. Right? We have to be judges within our own people. Right? So if I see you in sin, I have to correct you. Right? That's judging you. But that's out of love. It's not for no reason. If you see her in sin, then she has to judge her in righteousness and love according to the commandments. Right? And you say you know the commandments, right? All right, bring out Leviticus 11 and 7. We're going to just bring out 3. There's 613, but we're going to bring out 3 for y'all.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And it reads, and the swine, though he divided the hoof.
And the what?
And the swine.
Y'all know what swine is? That's right, it's pigs.
And the swine, though he divided the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet cheweth not the cud.
He what?
Cheweth not the cud.
Go ahead.
He is unclean to you.
He is unclean unto you. That's what the Lord said about pork. It is unclean to you. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 8, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They're unclean to you.
Right. So we can't eat pork according to the Bible. So if you see her eating pork, that means you have to say, hey sister, we can't eat pork. Right? Don't just hear what I gotta say. Hey, hear what the Lord said about it. If you love God truly, then you're gonna do what he said. That's you loving her, right? Judging her in righteousness. Not by what she has on, not by what type of glasses she has, right? But by the commandments. Does that make sense? Does that really make sense? You said what?
Can you repeat that?
Come on, we got you. You bring it out again.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof,
And the swine, though he divided the hoof, go ahead.
and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right, because in order for an animal to be clean to you, right, it has to have all 3 attributes. Cloven-footed, divided the hoof, and cheweth of the cud. Go ahead.
So like it. Yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right, this pig, he doesn't chew of the cud, he doesn't properly digest his meal. Therefore what?
He is unclean to you.
Go ahead.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Go to verse 1. Who is the Lord speaking to? Is he speaking to everybody? He's speaking to the Israelites. So aren't y'all Israelites? So let's prove it.
It's the Leviticus 11 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speaking to who?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
He said, speak unto the children of Israel. And y'all are Israelites, right? So according to the Bible, can y'all eat pork? No. And that's what the Lord said. That's not what I said. Right? We can toss you the same Bible, it's going to say the same thing. Nothing's going to change. So if you truly love God, that means you have to do what he said. And that's the first commandment, right? Let's get 2 more.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, and the seas, and the rivers.
Hold on, pay attention real quick. We only ask y'all for like 5 minutes of your time. Y'all got the whole day to do whatever. Bear with us.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, and the seas, and the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right, whatever have both fins and scales in the waters, then is fit for consumption. What certain sea animals have both fins and scales? We'll get,
Say it again.
what certain sea animals have both fins and scales? Certain fish, right?
Yeah.
What about tuna? Doesn't it have both fins and scales? Does an octopus have both fins and scales? No. Right? Therefore, we can't eat it. What about, you got tuna, you got salmon, you got whiting? Those are fish that have both fins and scales. Therefore, it's good for us to eat. Right? It has scales to protect itself from parasites and fins to move throughout the waters, right? So let's continue reading.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales,
All that what?
and all have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that for real?
I was looking at the
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. But we're gonna read it one more time for you.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales
All that doesn't have both fins and scales,
in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have them, but ye shall have their carcass an abomination.
that's right. So what certain sea animals that doesn't have both fins and scales? I'll give you a hint, octopus. What else doesn't have both fins and scales? Catfish? You said what? You said what?
a dolphin.
A dolphin, right? So that's true. Shrimp, crab, lobster, right? Dolphins. They don't have both fins and scales, therefore it's not clean to eat. That's what the Lord said. The Lord's not going to tell us to do this for no reason. He's telling us to do this, hey, not only because he said it, but also they have a certain purpose in waters to do, right? They filter the sea floor, they eat poop. A shrimp is the cockroach of the sea. So anytime you catch somebody that you know eating shrimp, they really eating a roach. You can tell them that. Somebody got a picture for the sisters? Right, I'm going to show you a picture of a shrimp and a cockroach. I'm going to say, oh, damn, he's so identical. I can't believe I ate that in my life. All right, after that, we got one more verse for y'all. Just one more commandment. All right, y'all not going to hear this nowhere else. Y'all said y'all love God. All right.
Well, look at this.
See that? So you got the land, and you got the sea portion. So you got to tell your family members, hey, every time you eat shrimp, you're eating a cockroach. Right? All right, we got one more commandment for y'all. And y'all, oh, hold on real quick. Y'all love God, right? Yes. Therefore, you will do anything he says, right? Anything.
Try our best.
Try your best? Or you going to say you're going to do it, Lord? Which one?
Pardon?
When you tell the Lord you're going to try your best, or you just going to do it? If your parent tell you to do something, you going to say that? Or you're like, yes, I'm going to do it. You got to just say, I'm going to do it, right? You got to come with that attitude with the Lord. And he did all of this stuff for you, right? So he deserves a worthy response. Let's bring out Deuteronomy 11. It's like Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Right. So what y'all think that's going into? Y'all seem educated.
Skirts. Shit like that, right?
Right. So what should a man? That's fine. Oh, that's fine. So what does the Bible say a man shouldn't wear?
Skirts, dresses of the sort.
Skirt, dresses are the source, right? So if men can't wear that, what can a woman wear? Pants. You said it. Hey, now the Lord said that for a reason as well, right? Hey, the Lord wants our women to dress modestly. How many guys kind of try to talk to you, try to hit up on you? A lot, right? It happened before, whether it be catcalled, things of that nature, correct? Why y'all think that happens? Because your figure is showing for men. Right? We're not living in a perfect world where you can say, oh, you shouldn't do that. We're living in a wicked world, right? Therefore, you have to move in wisdom. Would y'all want your sons or brothers to wear a dress? Matter of fact, would you want your husband to wear a dress? Would you feel protected? Would you feel secure if he wore a dress? No, because you understand he's moving feminine, right? That's a question for all y'all. You want your husband wearing a dress, a skirt? What about y'all? No, right? So what you think your husband don't want you to wear? And he wants you to wear skirts and dresses. But what doesn't he want you to wear? Pants. Y'all said it. And guess what the Lord said? The Lord don't want you to wear pants. No, that's in the Bible. Go to Daniel 3:23. Now again, hey, that's in the Bible.
I mean, I know, but I feel as though once you're serving God, no matter what you wear.
Wait, can you say that on the mic?
I was like, I feel as though no matter what you wear, once you're serving God, it don't really matter.
Okay, it doesn't matter. What if he just said it does matter? Can you?
That's what it's saying.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Oh, we're gonna prove it to you. Go to Daniel 3:23. In the book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 21. In the book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 21. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen.